A motocross guy, a hard enduro guy, a desert racer, and a dual sport YouTuber walk into a moto shop. It sounds like the setup to a bad joke, right? Well, on the first Shred Rally of 2023, it happened, and it was actually pretty awesome. First, let's meet the riders. This is Spitsky, an avid desert racer aboard his brand new factory edition 2023 KTM 350 EXC. Despite being 58 years old, he rides faster and with more guts than many in their 20s, and is a die-hard promoter of his racing club, Desert MC. Spitsky races in Southern California's District 37, and, like me, he started his dirt riding on an old, reliable KLR 650, but he caught the racing bug in 2019. He progressed really quickly, and in 2022 he grabbed a top 10 plate and second in points in the Open Magnum class, and in 2022 he finished first. This year he'll be racing the AMA Desert Series West Coast National Circuit. Here we have Mark, a 60-year-old motocross veteran with over 40 years of riding experience, but since 2000, he's been motocross only. Think of any track in the Pacific Northwest and he has ripped it. Washougal, Riverdale, Stratoline, Horn Rapids, the list goes on. Believe it or not, prior to this rally, he hasn't seen single track in 22 years. Even then, he's absolutely flogging his 20-year-old Suzuki DRZ 400 like he stole it, and somehow kept up with everybody in everything but the rocks, which he rates 0 out of 5 stars, does not recommend. The same Suzuki 400 took him on the Washington BDR in 2022 for his first adventure ride, and he loved it so much, he bought a Tenere 700 and plans on doing a new BDR every year. Meet Brian, a 45-year-old hard enduro enthusiast and veterinarian who started riding just 4 short years ago in 2019. He's aboard a rental 2015 KTM 500 EXCW that somehow produces more power than my new 2022 500. At home in Virginia's red clay, when he's not saving hapless ranchers by punching psychotic steers in the face, he rides a 2022 Sherco 300 SE 2-stroke on the hardest terrain he and his son can find. And even on the heavier 500 that is obviously not suspended for him, his natural talent for hard enduro shines through, and he's truly unstoppable in anything technical and beyond. The goon you see in the flannel shirt and spicy red pants crashing into Brian is me, Tyler. Not a lot of footage of me because I'm the guy behind the cameras. I'm the youngest of the group at 40 years old, but still a dual sport duffer aboard a street-legal 2022 KTM 500 6 days that I was supposed to sell this last spring, but I just can't quit it. I've been riding adventure bikes and dual sports for 12 years and have slowly gravitated towards dirt bikes while still holding a deep love for my KLR roots. I've never stepped foot on an MX track or even witnessed a desert race. It's easy to think I'm trash at riding, and rightly so, because I'm continually self-deprecating and really, I'm not very good. And with so little video proof of my goonish exploits, nobody really knows unless they understand that in order to keep up with the rippers on camera, the goon behind the camera has to be going just as fast. So the question's in this video. Can an MX guy on a DRZ hang with a desert racer on a factory 350 in the wide open? Can said desert racer keep up with a hard enduro guy on a 500 in the tech? Can a hard enduro guy rail ruts with a motocross guy? And did a dual sport duffer like myself even stand a chance at keeping up with any of these guys at all? Well, see for yourself.
Loudly Holy crap!
You're the joke, and I'm the queen. See your mouth, it keeps talking, and all you do is spit words loudly at the earth. You're the bitter, and I'm the sweet. You stay shallow and go deep. Fishes bite in the light, don't you feel me? Take it to the beach, and wish for this. Your mind's off the heat. Take it to the beach.
By putting verses in the title, I suspect that some riders came into this video looking for definitive evidence that one type of rider is superior to another. And that's fine. Competition is kind of built into a lot of moto, and everybody wants their own discipline to succeed. But the truth is, while Spitsky, Mark, Brian, and even I all had advantages in the types of terrain that we ride the most, we all had a blast together on every single thing we rode. Except for Mark in the really gnarly rocks. Even though we never touched a track, Mark gave pointers to help us rail deep ruts and turn tighter, even without a berm. That included sorting out suspension issues that helped us ride better in all types of terrain. Spitsky pushed all of us to ride faster in the wide open areas and, despite being the second oldest, brought out the kid in all of us. When Brian led the group, he'd pick the hardest trails in view to hone our climbing and techie skills. And like any good hard enduro rider, was always helping us pick up our bikes every time we ate crap, which was often. Strength, but it was never really a versus. Even in our weakest disciplines, everybody could hang, and when we did open it up and somebody was really good at something, we had each other to coach, to guide, and to pick up each other's bikes. We all learned so much from each other, we all became better riders, and most importantly, we all had an absolute blast and became really good friends. So, a big, huge thanks to Spitsky, to Mark, and to Brian for joining me for this year's Shred Rally, and a huge thanks to the patrons and producers who make videos like this possible. As always, you guys, much love, many happy rides, eveRide out.